Toyota has been complaining that it's been unfairly labelled as an anti-EV company. It says it's just being real and it's not fair. It shouldn't be targeted. It shouldn't be labelled with this brush. It doesn't matter that it's invested hundreds of millions of dollars in campaigns against EVs and lobbying against them in various countries around the world. It doesn't matter that all this research has been done showing that Toyota has tried harder even than the biggest oil companies in the world to slow down the transition to EVs. It's not fair to call Toyota anti-EV. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the channel. I'm Sam Evans. You're watching the Electric Viking. Great to see you. Everything electric, it's on this weekend. And guys, I'd love to see you there. It's going to be a fantastic event. It's going to be the biggest electric vehicle show, everything electric. Anything you can think of is getting electrified these days. So anything you can think of will probably be there at this show. I'm pretty certain it'll be the biggest show ever in Australian history. Pretty exciting times. If you want to get 20% off your tickets to the show, and if you'd like to, come and see me on a few of the panels and in person if you'd like to as well. I'll put a discount code in the description below. Toyota is saying it's unfair. It's not anti-EV. They are just being real. Now, Toyota is saying that they're investing billions of dollars on new internal combustion engines, which will be 2% more efficient than the previous generation of engines. 2%. Sounds like pretty small return on investment, in my opinion. Of course, Toyota fans would say I'm being anti-EV by making those comments. Now, for some context here, guys, less than 1% of all Toyota vehicle sales in 2023 were electric, less than 1%. On the other hand, we have companies like BYD who sold about 1.6 million EVs. Tesla sold 1.8 million. We've got many millions of electric cars being sold, but almost none of them are Toyotas. So statistics would say the anti-EV moniker is a fair statement. So would facts. I mean, Toyota takes out advertising to campaign against EVs. That's fairly anti-EV, in my opinion. But guys, am I wrong? I mean, am I just being an EV zealot? Is that what I'm doing? Let me know what you think in the comments. Toyota has become a far different company than the car maker that hired Tesla to supply its batteries for the all-electric RAV4 back in 2012. Can you believe that? 12 years ago. Toyota had a partnership back then with Tesla. They in fact own part of Tesla. And if they had have held their ownership that they had of Tesla, well, that stock would be worth more than what Toyota is worth today. However, Toyota sold its stock in Tesla and decided to go in a different direction. It didn't believe that EVs were legit. Toyota has shared its doubts about a full transition to EVs. It doesn't think it'll ever happen. In fact, Toyota says that it will never happen. Toyota says that no more than 30% of the global car market will ever be fully electric. But to be fair here, nobody, and I mean no expert, no car company, no country agrees with Toyota's claims there. No one does. I mean, even African countries are planning on banning internal combustion engine vehicles. Now, the company has been accused of lobbying against EV legislation. Toyota Australia's head, who's Sean Hanley, he's very well spoken, very, I'd say, fair to say, aggressive. And he's argued that the Japanese automaker is not anti-electric vehicle at all. In fact, he believes that Toyota is they just know better than everyone else. That's what he said. Toyota know better than everyone else. Anyway, Toyota says it is following a so-called multi-pathway strategy that involves releasing battery electric vehicles, hybrids, plug-in hybrids, and hydrogen fuel cell vehicles, and conventional combustion powered cars, and that it believes we can lower emissions by simply selling more internal combustion engine cars. That's what Toyota has said many times. I don't think that's being real. You can't lower emissions. In fact, Toyota actually says you can have an emissions-free internal combustion car. I don't know how they have a plan on that, but that sounds a little bit like Toyota's solid-state battery plants. Back in 2014, Toyota said that all of its EVs in 2021 would have solid-state batteries. And it said it had the most amazing solid-state battery technology back then. Well, 10 years later, no one has yet seen those amazing solid-state batteries, but Toyota continues to promise that yes, its EVs will in fact have them, and it says they'll be in its cars within only a few years' time, but Toyota still refuses to reveal exactly what kind of batteries, solid-state batteries, these will be. Now you're probably thinking, well, that's normal, right? They wouldn't release their secrets. And in fact, no, it's not normal. Every battery company in the world who is legitimate in any way, shape, or form has revealed the technology they use. Not to the exact, precise, minute detail, but they've certainly revealed it. I mean, solid-state battery companies have revealed the layers they use, how they place those layers, what the composition is of those batteries, what minerals they're using. Toyota has not revealed any of this information. I would say that is not being real or keeping it real. I'd say that's called fantasy. But anyway, car makers all over the world have committed to an electric future. And Toyota has said it wants to be part of the EV transition. It just doesn't think that customers actually want EVs. Now, Toyota says that until a, hybrid, plug-in hybrid, or fully electric car can provide the capability of a diesel vehicle, then, it doesn't think it should supply EVs. Toyota has said that its 2023 sales results in numerous countries show that it's right. I mean, that's exactly what Kodak said right before, it went bankrupt. That's exactly what Nokia said right before it became irrelevant. It's probably exactly what BlackBerry believed when it was at its peak. Anyhow, Toyota said this: the market determines reality, not car companies. It sends a powerful message that Australian consumers want the capability. The job of the manufacturers is to bring that capability with a reduced carbon footprint. It's incumbent on manufacturers to bring a vehicle with capability that can deliver and that will be desirable. That's our job. You know what? We have a social and community responsibility to do that, said Toyota. And that's why we talk about fuel emission standards and multi-pathway. Some interpret it as Toyota being anti-EV. No, we're not. We're just being real. We're being honest with the market and the position. Well, this is the way I see it, being real. Whether or not you believe in global warming, it's really besides the point. The reality is, Toyota is denying that diesel and petrol, gasoline-powered engines cause millions of deaths every year. They do. The World Health Organization said they do. The Cancer Foundation says they do. Millions of experts know that it's true, that these vehicles kill human beings. That once you get these diseases, it's almost impossible to get rid of them. That's what internal combustion engines do. Now, Toyota has never faced that reality. They don't care. They don't care how many people this affects. I'm currently facing that reality, as you guys know. And in my situation, I believe that Toyota is burying its head in the sand. And it's not going to end well for the company. It's going to end very badly. Because whether or not they believe in this crap they're saying with a social and community responsibility to have less than 1% EV sales, whether or not they think that any of that's legitimate or just marketing crap doesn't really make a lot of difference. The truth is consumers are speaking. The truth is EV sales continue to increase drastically every single year. We've got countries like Thailand where EV sales grew by 685% last year. Now, that may not happen in every country, but as EVs become cheaper to manufacture than internal combustion engine vehicles within the next 2 years, while Toyota and other legacy automakers will simply be left behind, in the same way that Kodak, Nokia, and other companies have been left behind as well. Thanks for watching.